There's no. Very important reason they waited is because they wanted Caden to be old enough to participate and remember their wedding day. The day that they made their love and their lifelong commitment to each other official. You have raised them, you have watched them grow up, you have watched them stumble. Some of you went to school with them, some of you work with them. In total, you are the ones that have supported and kindled their relationship, so it is only fitting that you be here to share in this once-in-a-lifetime moment. Michael and Ashley's love story began, of all places, at a tanning salon that my wife Wanda and I owned and that Michael managed. Oh, please be seated. All right. And Michael managed. Now, it was on March the 17th, 2013, that Ashley walked into Dark Tan for the very first time. Michael was working. Ashley had just had her gallbladder removed and was concerned about tanning after surgery because of scarring. She had 3 tiny scars from a laparoscopic procedure, which she was quick to show Michael by lifting up her shirt. To make Ashley feel more comfortable, Michael, sensing this was his opportunity to lift up his shirt, showed her his scar, which runs all the way down his stomach. Oh my God, that's huge. That's what she said. Literally. Now, Ashley had seen big scars before, as her brother Jared had a foot-long scar from a ruptured appendix, but Michael's was much bigger. At least, that's what she said. Eventually, Michael made Ashley feel comfortable enough to tan, so much so that she came in again the very next day. And then again the very next day. And I'm pretty sure we had rules about tanning 3 days in a row back to back, but I guess there's no stopping true love. After every session, Ashley would rush home to tell her mom, Deborah, just how nice and cute Michael was. By day 3, Deborah had already casted Michael as Ashley's knight in shining armor. At that time, she was at the tail end of a long-term relationship that needed to end, and so Michael showed up in her life at just the right time. Entire family aboard for both of her brother's birthday celebrations. Michael, on bent knee, finally popped the question. Ashley's immediate response cannot be repeated here. But she eventually said yes. And now here we are. Michael and Ashley, your union today will expand you as individuals, define you as a couple, and strengthen you as a family. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're about to declare your vows, and there's a simple premise to each of these. You're promising to be there for each other, always and forever.
The moment we met, because of you, I can feel myself slowly but surely becoming the man I've always dreamed of being. Making you smile brings joy to my life. From this day forward, I promise I will always love you from this moment until my last. I promise to be there to catch you if you should ever stumble, carry you over every threshold, and fall in love with you again every single day. I promise to have the patience love demands, to speak when words are needed, and to share silence when they are not. I promise to join you at mountaintops and at the sea, through the forests, and the sunshine and the storms, to share your joy on the happiest days, and to also hold your hand on the most difficult. I promise to keep our love as adventurous and as exciting like we did the first days we met. I promise to be the role model for our son, Caden, and I promise to not just say I love you, but to show you every day of our lives.
Ashley, will you please face Michael and declare your vows?
Okay. Babe, our story is my favorite. 9 years ago, I wasn't quite sure of myself. I was just simply going through the motions of life. That mentality instantly changed the day I met you. You lit a fire in my heart that I thought had burned out. That spark grew into the greatest love story ever told. Our story came unexpectedly and flourished quickly, and I guess you could say we just kind of fell into each other's lap. I will never forget the day we decided to cross the line of friendship. I didn't know then that taking that leap of faith would lead us here today. It wasn't easy, but with great tasks come great reward. It took a few years too long, but here we are, we did it. I'm grateful you choose me to be your partner, best friend, and mother of your child. I love you, for me, but most of all, for us. So on this day, I promise to cherish, protect, and forever love your heart. I promise to always stand behind you in all your decisions and endeavors. I promise to forever put you in our marriage above all. You are my one, my only, and my always. Love, Buns.
Now, if you, Michael and Ashley, have appeared for the purpose of being joined in holy and legal matrimony, will you please signify this intention by holding hands? These are the hands that will give you strength and comfort when you need it most. These are the hands that will wipe from your eyes tears of joy and tears of sorrow. These are the hands that even years from now will still be reaching for yours, still sharing the love that you feel for each other in this moment. Michael, do you take Ashley, who now stands by your side and who holds you by the hand, to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love the weird nicknames, especially for Callie? And do you promise to love her even though it might take hours to decide where to eat, even if it means finally ending up at Whataburger or Taco Bell?
I do.
Do you promise to love and cherish her in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, for better or for worse, and forsaking all others, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Ashley, do you take Michael, who now stands by your side and who holds you by the hand, to be your lawful wedded husband? Do you promise to love his annoying sense of humor, his fear of bugs, his fear of heights, his fear of not always looking good, and him always running late?
I do.
Do you promise to love and cherish him in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, for better or for worse, and forsaking all others, so long as you both shall live? Could the ring bearers please step forward? Step forward. The rings you are about to exchange are an unbroken and never-ending circle. As often as you look upon these rings, may you be reminded of this moment and the love you have promised to each other. Michael, please place Ashley's ring on her finger and repeat after me. My heart and love are in this ring.
My heart and love are in this ring.
When you look at this ring,
When you look at this ring,
know that I will love you for all the days of my life,
know that I will love you for all the days of my life,
and that one lifetime with you
and that one lifetime with you
could never be enough.
would never be enough.
Ashley, please place Michael's ring on his finger and repeat after me. My heart and love are in this ring.
My heart and love are in this ring.
When you look at this ring,
When you look at this ring,
know that I will love you for all the days of my life,
know that I will love you for all the days of my life,
and that one lifetime with you
and that one lifetime with you
could never be enough.
could never be enough.
May the wedding rings you've exchanged today remind you always that you are surrounded by enduring, unending love. And what does that really mean? 1 Corinthians tells us that love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. From Romans 12:10, be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Proverbs 3.3 says to let love and faithfulness lead you, never leave you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. And finally from Matthew 19:4, at the beginning, the Creator made them male and female and said, for this reason, the two will become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. To signify this joining, Michael and Ashley have chosen a unity sand ceremony. And together with Caden, they will symbolize the joining of themselves and their family into one inseparable whole. I'd like to call upon Ashley's brother Jared and Caden to step forward to participate in this unity sand ceremony.
Lies, the promises and intentions for your marriage as family unity lays the foundation for our happiness in being. Michael, if you would please take your seat. Michael, please pour half of your sand into the container in front of us. This tan sand represents you, Michael, all that you were, all that you are, and all that you will be. And Ashley, just as Michael has done, if you would please take half of your sand and pour it in a container. The pink sand represents all that you were, all that you are, and all that you will become. This half of your sand lays the foundation of your family. And Caden, as you so anxiously want to do, please pour all of your sand into the container. This orange sand represents you, Caden, and all that you are, as well as all that you contribute to this family. Represents Caden being the center of your world. They're blended. They create an entirely new.
You shall be more than just two individuals, more than just a couple. From this day forth, you will be married, bound and drawn together by your love and devotion to each other and to Caden, and celebrated by your family and friends. Let your marriage be a time of waking every morning and falling in love with each other over and over again. You have kissed 1,000 times, probably more. But now you're about to kiss for the first time as husband and wife. And so, by the authority vested in me, by the internet, and by the American Marriage Ministries in the great state of Texas, witness before God and your family and friends, it is my honor and delight to pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. On behalf of the happy couple and their families, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. A couple of things for you all to know. The bridal party and their families will be staying here for photos. In the meantime, the cocktail hour has begun. You're all invited to go ahead, back to the left, where cocktails and hors d'oeuvres will be served. The reception will start, if all goes as planned, at 6:45 in the main hall. Again, thank you for sharing this special moment. Please make sure you party as hard as these two are in love. Can you do that? All right, well then, finally, please stand with me now. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Ashley Hampton.